Thank you, John. The final day of early voting is tomorrow, and we're just days away from the North Carolina primary.
We know how important transparency is when it comes to your vote. So elections officials invited our government reporter, Joe Bruno, to get an inside look at the Mecklenburg County Board of Elections.
We import all of our candidates.
Kristen Mavromatis and Juan Cartas with the Mecklenburg County Board of Elections took us behind the scenes to show us how they prepared the elections equipment and create ballots.
I feel that what's going on with people being uncomfortable is that they don't know the process behind the scenes.
Mavromatis walked us through the process. When candidates file to run for office and sign the notice of candidacy, the information is imported into this software called Electionware.
That's how we can be confident that we spelled the name the way they wanted it spelled.
We're blurring the names for this example. Here, software workers will create the ballot. They will also set the passwords to turn on the voting equipment. When everything is ready, the data is burned onto a flash drive. This whole process is called coding.
It's not what the IT world would define as that. That is us creating our ballot.
To prepare the machines for voting, you need a special key.
We go ahead and we unlock the machine.
Once booted up,
they are just like anything in life. You'll get some that take forever.
First step is to put a separate flash drive provided by the voting machine company into the device. This contains security information.
It is putting a time and date on it for what the election is, and it is erasing everything off from previous elections.
A password is then entered, and the next screen verifies the election and date. Once you hit accept, it erases the old data to get ready for the new information. When the all clear is given, the security flash drive is removed and in goes a second USB that was prepared with the actual race information and ballots.
I have to type in the election code, and then once I do that, I just hit accept.
Before people cast their votes, election workers test to make sure machines are picking up the votes correctly. They do this by marking their ballots in a pattern and confirming it's read the same way.
You do that on purpose because that way you can easily see the pattern to know if there's a problem.
The county prepares the tabulator, that's the machine that counts the votes, in the same manner with two separate flash drives, one with security data, the other with the election information. From the computer used for programming to the actual voting machines, nothing is connected to the internet.
There's no winging it in elections. There's tons of preparation that goes into making sure that election day is perfect.
While testing and programming can get repetitive, they say it is imperative they get it right. Joe Bruno, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Today and tomorrow, the last days of early voting, but on election day, you must vote at your specific precinct. Mecklenburg County voters can take out your phones right now, scan this QR code on the screen. It will take you to the county's website. There, just enter your address and find the place where you have to vote on election day.
Today was election day in North Carolina and around the country. There were no major elections in Charlotte, but some in Cornelius, Huntersville, and Davidson had voters out today.
Our government reporter Joe Bruno got a behind-the-scenes look at how the ballots are counted.
We oftentimes cover elections, but we rarely get to show you just how exactly the results come to be. So tonight we're taking you behind the scenes from the moment the ballots arrive at the Board of Elections to when they are finally posted on the State Board of Elections website. What starts as a quiet parking lot quickly turns into a non-stop drive-through, serving up the day's votes.
Thank you. Take care.
It's organized. I don't know if I call it chaos. It's procedure.
Nothing is sent over the internet.
All right.
You all set? All right.
The results are driven from each precinct, loaded into bins, and wheeled down the parking lot into the Board of Elections.
They literally pull into the parking lot up at the top of the hill. They go through a checkpoint there and say, if you got everything, yes, check it in, and then we say, great.
You all set? All right. All right. Thank you so much for your service.
Thank you very much for all you did today. Then we bring their stuff in.
When they get inside, everything is split up. The non-voting materials head to the left. The results on a flash drive head to the right.
We'll take the thumb drives that have the results on it, and we'll take those back into a standalone computer, read those results in, and then when we get 2 or 3 of the precincts in, we'll download those all onto another thumb drive and walk that over to a computer that's a standalone that connects just to the internet for this purpose.
So I want you to go to import.
The only time they hit the internet is when they're uploaded for the state to push out. The county does this song and dance for each precinct. Just 28 this election day, a warm-up for a busy election cycle next spring.
This is a good little refresher for all of us. Okay, this is what we do. Then we'll be ready for next March.
Now, the races right now are still too close to call. The results are still trickling in and being posted to the State Board of Elections website. We'll have coverage of the results, or at least what we know about the races, on Eyewitness News at 11. Back to you.